Back to Warcraft presents the statistics for this matchup. Brought
That
to
statistics.
Yes, that statistics brought to us by Hightech, the W3 Arena editor. And yeah, Hawk vs. Cash, of course, human versus orc. These players met 10 times in the recent tournaments, and Cash was able to take home 7 out of this 10, so 70% win rate against Hawk. For the matchups, Hawk has a 61% win rate versus Orc, which isn't that bad, and Cash has a 64% win rate versus Human. So pretty equal. For Nomad Isles, both players have a 50% win rate on that one. The only hero choice of Cash is, of course, Beastmaster Shadowhunter in this matchup. No Torrent Chieftain anymore. For Shockwave, this is long gone. And for Hawk, we see a lot of Archmage Beastmaster for the tier 2 push for the buildings and burrows, of course. But also possible would be a Archmage Mountain King. So yeah, that's it for the statistics, and we will jump right into the game.
Yes, and we see crazy stuff going on already. We see a Spirit Lodge, a pretty fast Spirit Lodge, maybe followed up with a Layer X, but I'm not sure about that. Maybe
Voodoo
this is
Launch,
going
you
for
mean?
some crazy strats, not sure.
Voodoo Launch, you mean?
Yeah, Voodoo Launch, of course, yeah, just the Orc Shop, but I think he will follow it up with a Layer Barracks, yes. This would only help him to get an early speed scroll, maybe. Some Orc players like to get the early speed scroll, then use it half the way like towards the human base, and then into Windwalk, and then you are able to steal the big creep if the human is going for any kind of big creeping here. We also saw that Hawk likes to play Mountain King here, and last time he played Mountain King, I guess it was against Cash on this map. He got pretty much destroyed in the early game, like every creep was stolen or something like that, and every like footmen were dying, peasants were dying, and it lasted like 8 to 10 minutes, and then the game was over. But this time, he's deciding to go for an Archmage, maybe some early creeping on for the green spot where the first footman is located already. We see the Blade Master coming out of the altar, buying the healing salve, also one clarity potion, and uses the speed scroll immediately and the Windwalk turret on top of that. So he's really fast right now. He really wants to steal the first creeping that the human is doing. I guess Hawk is aware of that. For that reason, he attacks the Gnoll Overseer, the biggest creep of this camp here, first at first, like to finish it off, pretty damn fast. Yeah, and he will get the whole spot here, even though Cash used the speed scroll and Windwalk, he was not able to steal anything besides this little fella there. Gave him like 20 experience. Not sure if it was worth the investment, but at least he got something out of that, even denying the water elemental there by Hawk. So far, everything pretty much perfect for a Russian human player.
Yes, I think so too. This is, of course, the Battle of the Russians. Cash and Hawk both from Mother Russia. But yeah, I think Hawk did kind of evasion creeping here, not going for a big one, because he knows that Cash loves his Blade Master and loves to go late barracks, shop first. To do that kind of pressure we just see here, that kind of harass. We saw that yesterday a lot in matches versus human. So yeah, that seems to be his strategy of choice for the early game. And well, it didn't pay out so far, but the Blade Master is still getting strong later in the game. So yeah, the Archmage just trying to evade the Blade Master, and maybe going for some green spots. So no, he's coming back to the base.
What I think is what he's doing is like denying the third burrow. Usually around this time you build the third burrow. And in the meantime, he creeps a little small spot to get level 2 finally, but the Blade Master is aware of that. For that reason, he comes by, get the boost of speed before that, and now chopping on the footman. He killed one of the peasants already, now chopping on the footman, but he will escape there. We see the first water elemental being casted, scouting the main base, is not finding like what he was looking for, the third burrow in construction. A little bit delayed there, but he doesn't really need it yet. Because tech is half through, grunts can be made until you have 4 grunts without the third burrow, so everything pretty much perfect for Cash so far. But also for Hawk, it's not going all too bad. He's harassing this kind of burrow here. Just wants Cash to repair this, so that when he's repairing that, he cannot really harvest lumber. And the second reason is that you have to put like a few peons inside of the burrow, so they are also not harvesting any kind of lumber. But I think he could even destroy this burrow, because Cash was a little bit sloppy repairing it, but right now bringing 4 peons in place, and I think he should be fine again.
Yeah,
Yep.
mass repair. So this costs a lot for cash, but there's no mana anymore for a second water elemental, so he refrains of continuing this attack and walks away, leveling up to level 3, I guess. And in the meantime, Cash doesn't do anything efficient, I guess, just chopping on farm and the altar and stuff. So of course there is a little repair from Hawk, so he invests a little
What the hell?
resources as well.
Look at this grunt, he can slam through this farm towards the worker. Right now he replaced it. But what he's doing there is he's also keeping track of the footmen by just being there, because all the footmen are in the main base, and as soon as they leave the main base, he will just follow up and see wherever they're going to creep anything. We see no tier 2 buildings yet. Shadowhunter coming out for our friend Cash, like you mentioned it in the statistics. He's always using this composition against human, because it's, I think, the best and most efficient one.
But we have the Beastmaster for Hawk right now. He's coming right into the base, going for the burrows. He's a little too early for the tier 2 buildings, but of course that he is right there delays the buildings itself. So Shadowhunter coming out, but yeah, this Beastmaster push pretty much failed, right? Nothing.
Not exactly failed. It still prevented that he was like placing the buildings there.
But it was
So
just a
for
few
that cause,
seconds.
it did what it should do, and for himself he was constructing the Acam Sanctum already. One is already done. Now power building the second one, also power building a farm right now. All the footmans are still like looking decently well. 2 of them are a little bit injured. He can heal them up later on. Blademaster following up this army to keep track of whatever's happening. Shadowhunter decides to creep the mercenary camp. This is a great camp to have, because if you get tower rushed, you just order the Troll Berserker. He's a great addition to your forces, so creeping this to get early access to this is always a big thing for the orcs, I guess, on this map. And yeah, in the meantime, the Blademaster's chopping on some footmen, killing one, and yeah, running away with a lot of mana, still having a few healing salves, and is able to heal himself up to Cool Beast, approach the main base to check whatever's going on there. Right now he knows that he's going up against the typical standard kind of play. Yeah, and the Blademaster keeps track of the human army.
Yep, does a good job. Pendant of Energy for the Shadowhunter, level 2 as well. And Tippy Toe Blademaster here trying to steal the Rogue. It works, and he got the level up to level 2. So finally critical strike. Is he able to get the Giant Wolf? He's chopping on the Water Elemental. Oh, yeah, he got it.
This hurts really bad, because you have the Beastmaster and he's pretty much useless in this kind of scenarios. Even though he could give you vision with the Hawk, but he's not level 2 yet, and you got the Quill Beast first, of course. Yeah, he's pretty much useless, and Blademaster can do whatever he wants before the first kinda sorceress comes there, and he started building the first priest before he started building a sorceress, so for that reason he had free reign of the whole area, of the whole creeping spot and so on. It's looking pretty damn good for our Orc friend here. He's almost level 3 Shadowhunter, Blademaster's on a good way, also level 2 already, like you mentioned it, by stealing the creeps, and right now moving towards the human to keep further track of him, to see whatever he's up to.
Yep, no level 3 for the Archmage. This might take a while. This creep spot is definitely not enough, but a nice potion of greater mana, not that good for a Beastmaster and Archmage as it would have been for a Mountain King, but still, more summons is always more damage, and that is always good. A Circlet, and of course the Pendant of Energy for the level 3 Shadowhunter, so we have level 2 Heal Wave available, and finally level 2 for the Beastmaster, so the Hawk is there. The Hawk for Hawk, haha! And we have Vision, of course, so the harassment of the Blademaster will be a lot harder. Lightning Shield can be of good use, but no, he sells it right away. You could place it on a Quill Beast and send it into the Orc base, but yeah, that's theory, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much, and I don't think that this is looking good for Hawk, because usually what you want to do with the Beastmaster is tower rushing, delaying everything from the Orc player, delaying his tier 2 buildings, and yeah, everything that comes with that. But right now what we see a lot of creeping coming out of Cash, and usually this tends to be like the worst thing that you can do, because if you creep and then have a fight later on against the fully equipped Shadowhunter and the 50 supply army stacked with field squads and everything, what you basically do is just die to the Orc army.
Yeah.
And we see a creep jack here for Cash, killing 2 of the sorcerers before the TP comes out. I guess the second one will also die. Maybe if there's a crit. No. Survives, actually.
She got out with 5 HP or something. Turtles fall to Cash, so more experience He's getting ready for level 3, so level 2 Windwalk would be very beneficial to him, but yeah, no level 2 Quillbeast yet. Finally, he got level 3 on his Archmage, and it will be a lot easier to creep this mercenary camp now. Hawk is far, far away, but yeah, he tried to go for that red spot, but this is of course a hard
Yeah, I guess
fella.
Willie was just pulling it. And the Shadow Hunter got himself a TP because he knows human TP back. Maybe he's heading for his main base right now, but he's not. And for that reason, better be safe than sorry, and he's getting a TP. Whenever the human army comes to his main base, he can just TP home. And we see Hawk was banking quite some money. I guess he had almost 1k gold banked up before the creep check happened there. And what do we see here? We see a Hellstone coming from this really big camp there. Also a great addition to the forces, because if the Great Master had the Hellstone, he gets some more additional like regeneration. And also the opportunity to take the Hellstone and consume it for 500 additional HP. Like, it's a big potion, actually, with a lot of rate that comes with it.
Next red spot here for Cash. He does tremendous creeping right now. I think his creeping is, of course, superior compared to Hawk, but he's getting the red spot as well. So, yeah, let's see what the big Drake drops here.
Actually, the Dark Wizard drops the
okay, yeah, sure.
But yeah, let's see, there can be like really sick stuff like Scroll of Restoration and shit, but what we see here is a Red Drake for Cash, which is not a good item, but also not a really bad item, because there's against Orc you basically never go for the Dispel upgrade on the Priest, so you're not able to Dispel it.
Scroll of Restoration. Perfect.
This is the item he wants.
Absolutely.
This is the best.
Game-changing item. This wins you a fight, more or less. So yeah, 56 food for Cash. We have 67 for Hawk, and both
huge
players,
army.
Yeah, huge army on Hawk's side. Yeah.
We see Quillbeast harassing the peon line of Cash all the time, and the one peon is already dead, and he's mining only with 3 right now, or even 2. And also the Boros are being attacked, so he's using his Quillbeast to put a lot of pressure on Cash here. But Cash decides to go for the main base, and this gets out a TP out of the human player. A lot of Dispel being casted already, but I don't think that Cash really wants to take this fight.
He lost a bit, but Town Portaling out now, going the safe route, but that Town Portal of Hawk was definitely worth it, combined with this harassment of the peon line you mentioned before. This drains the gold out of Cash's game and brings Hawk into a nice position. We see some shots fired by the priests arriving right now, and we have the Beastmaster on level 4, so the invisible Hawk with magic damage going out for a scout.
Yeah, for some reason his Beastmaster leveled up so damn fast. I don't know how this happened actually, because of course, yeah, he did the red spot, he of course did also the Laboratory of Cash, and right now he's going for the next spot, but this is already crept like. And we will see Cash like getting for the last red spot on the map, like at least the one that is easy accessible, because the other one is like, I guess you have to cross like water or something like that, or you have to bring like air units, I have no idea, or even a Zeppelin. You cannot really creep the other 2 red spots. I've never actually seen what's there. I have no idea what's there and what's dropped there. I've absolutely never seen that, so maybe you have some insights about that.
No, it's a long time ago since I've seen that, but this is a dangerous situation for Cash right now. He's chopping down the Dark Wizard just in time. Potion of Divinity, awesome! But not as awesome as the Scroll of Restoration, but yeah, he flees just in time.
And we still see the Harris going on towards the peon line, and also the Boros, still Quillbeast being sent there. And this, his mining is just a little bit crippled from this stuff. We've seen it in the finals. It was Infi against Fly back then, I guess. And it was really powerful on Turtlerock, and he's like copying the strat, sending invisible summons towards the main base of Cash to deny creeping, to kill Boros, to prevent that the army is like growing at all, and it's paying off.
Yep, we see it here. Invisible cast on the Quillbeast and just sends them right away. So Wand of Mana stealing here for the Beastmaster, 4.5 on both heroes. And for Cash, not much creep spots left. I think Cash's creeping was a little better, or oh no. Now he's getting level 4 Blade Master, so level 2 critical strike. Of course, the magic damage now really pays off on those Orc Burrows.
Look at the Hawk. The Hawk is slaying the Burrow
so
almost.
Close. yeah, the little Chimera, and now the Quill Beast will finish the job.
Yeah. And what you actually need again, that is a dock. You need the dock with Sentry, so that you see the Quill Beast coming, and also the invisible water elementals coming. But right now he's bringing the fight to the human base. He's going there with Straders, killing the altar right now. I don't think he got pillage actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, does he? Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, he got pillage. And right now Hawk was looking forward to construct an expansion with some safety towers there. But I think he will TP back, yes, he's TPing already. And there we will have our final fight most likely, because there's no TP on the Orc anymore. But he still got a speed score,
Yeah,
so he can still retreat. And in his main base, the Harris continues. Quilby still in the peon line, denying mining. Water Elemental approaching the peon line as well. We see that the Orc army finds themselves a few peasants that were constructing the towers back then. We see 60 supply of Orc going up against 64 supply of human. But what we see is that the Hawk is actually like trapped in his main base right now. So the fight breaks out before his heroes can really be part of this, even though they can summon the Quilbeasts from far away, but still, so the fight breaks out and we see a lot of dispel going on, but still the Quilbeasts are still there. They're not dispelled completely, but we don't see the red ray coming out of Hawk yet, of Cash yet, so I'm not sure what's happening here.
Yeah, maybe he's just waiting till the mana has run out or something like that. Blade Master critting for twice in a row, 168 and 138. And yeah, Hawk is completely falling apart. Oh no, actually he's not. He has Scroll of Restoration. Yeah, you saw it. Scroll of Restoration, saving his game, focusing now on the Blade Master. But there is the Potion of Divinity. Heal Wave saves him for now. Breaker's doing a good job. Lots of grunts dying.
Finally, the Dragon comes out.
There
really nice unit to have a lot of piercing damage. And Hawk has to TP, because otherwise he would lose his Archmage. But the Archmage is almost level 5, but he's retreating in a really nice space there, securing his position. And I guess Cash has to retreat.
Yeah. And in the okay, the towers are ready, but no expansion build in the meantime. 54 food for Cash, 60 for Hawk. And yeah, there's no time to rest. He's going for the attack, I guess. Almost double level 5 for the human heroes. But there is level 5 on the SH, the level 3 heal wave. So supportive.
Yeah, and there's no more mana on the Spirit Walkers, so there's no opportunity to, like, I don't know, to keep them alive, like to get this Walker out there. Maybe he approaches the fight there again, but I don't really think so. And we still see the big mana potion on both of the heroes, so there will be plenty of summons coming out of these two heroes, and yeah, if he's not able to get enough Dispel in place, and I don't think that he will have, because all of these Spirit Walkers are pretty much out of mana, this looks pretty bad for our Orc player.
Yeah, and he's not rebuilding new Walkers. And just a quick check on these gold mines. Cash has 3,100, Hawk 2,000, so this harass granted him 1,000 more gold. It's just crazy.
This is pretty crazy, yeah.
And he didn't...
Absolutely worth it.
Yeah, of course, because he didn't invest anything into this. No gold for summons, of course, and yeah, he's doing it again. But Cash is aggressive once more.
For some reason he put his peons again in the burrows. This is like taking so much focus out of him, because he has also to focus on his peons. They are all pretty low, they could die to the next like round of summon that come next to his base, so I think he has to put a lot of more focus into that than Cash, than Hawk is, because Hawk's just sending them there, and you see like the peon line is dropping really, really low, and they're about to die, but also the fight breaks out on the other side of the map, so I don't think this is a good position for our Orc player.
Nope, me neither. 61 versus 57. Let's see what kind of magic the Blade Master can do with his critical strikes. Of course, we see tons and tons of summons here. Level 5 on the Beastmaster. I think he's going for the level 3 Hawk. But not sure about that. Only one heal wave remaining for the Shadow Hunter. He doesn't have a mana potion, and he types GG. Just the army falling apart. The Harris was too strong. The summons were too strong. So Hawk with a 1-0 lead in this best of 5.
Yeah, this is why this guy is European's finest human, of course. He's pretty sick. Like, usually human players tend to lose this kind of games, because when you creep with the Beastmaster, it's absolutely not worth it, because most of the time the later game stages, it's not beneficial for you to go there, because the Shadowrun is a lot better, skates a lot better into the late game, but what we just saw here is like, I don't know, like pure skill, like sending this kind of summons their invis, harassing the gold line, takes a lot of focus off cash, like I mentioned it, also crippled his economy. And yeah, from that, Hawk did everything right, banking the money early on, tipping out, then get a huge army, had 67 supply at one point, and I guess cash was sitting at 55 or 57. Huge advantage, of course, for Hawk, and he just managed to do it. Crazy game.
Nothing to add there. The next game is either Echo Isle Secret Valley Last